Alright peeps, do it yourself here. So I have a big project in my hands right now. I'm trying to install a new electric range. I had a gas range over there, which I'm trying to do away with, and I already shut off my gas. I'm trying to install an electric range with the 240 volt outlet, as well as install a breaker for this. It's going to be using up to 50 amps. So I'm doing quite a few stuff here, and so it's going to be all from scratch, all by myself, no electrician. I'm going to make sure I do everything according to code. So what I have here, these ranges, they don't come with the wiring. You have to buy your own wiring. So this is the wiring I buy for the range, and this is I think it's 40 amps. It's a 40 amp wiring cord, and if you look here, this is the outlet, the cord, the portion that goes into the outlet. So you can see you have four. I think it's NEMA. I can't remember what name, NEMA 14 something. This is the part that goes into the outlet. So you have to use this type. They also have a 3-prong one. This is a 4-prong one. That's another option as well. So this portion here goes into the rear of the range. It's going to go to the rear of the range to connect it. So I have everything I need. So this is the wiring I'm going to use for my electric outlet. This is going to go into the breaker box. Okay, so everything is from so it's about 8 feet. It goes from the kitchen straight down into the basement. All right. So I have my owner's manual to help me with connecting the cord, as well as setting it up. So this is going to be my breaker. It's going to be a 50 amp breaker, double square D, and I'm going to be installing that in the breaker panel. And then this is going to be my outlet. Okay, my new outlet. You can see it has a set for 4 prongs that matches with that over there. So I'm going to set that on the wall, and then when I set that up, I connect this wiring into that, into the back of that, and the wiring then goes down to the basement into the electric the breaker panel. So that's going to be the whole setup here. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to do the easy stuff here. Set up my cord, make sure I got that done. Once I get that done, I put this to the wall and connect the wiring, drill a hole on the ground down to my basement, connect it into the electric panel. Now for the electric panel, I'm going to have to shut off electric to the house, cut it off, and then do the wiring. Okay, so there's a lot of work involved. I'm probably going to be saving anywhere between probably up to $1,000 by not getting an electrician. So it's a good job. I'm trying to get done myself. Let's see how it goes. So I've removed the 2 screws from underneath the section that houses the wiring for the cord. So now I'm gonna basically just try to remove the cover. Yeah, so get that out. So yep, now it's out. That's it. So here we can see the wiring for the range. We have 3 and 1 more for the ground or neutral, whichever one. So I'm gonna be connecting my so I have my power cord here. I'm gonna be connecting the end of my power cord 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's what I'm gonna be doing basically. Okay, so each one of them step by step. Okay. Now for this here, each of these nuts are attached to each one of these here. Okay, these guys are gonna hold these ends of the cord to the range. So these guys are gonna help hold. These guys are gonna help hold it onto there. So you remove each one of those. After you do that, the next thing we're gonna do is pass the cord wires through here. We're gonna remove this first, okay? Pass the cord wires through here, and then seal this down there so it's tight. It doesn't move. It's strain relief to prevent this from being pulled and yanked off in case of any mistake or fall or whatever. So it holds everything tight. So that's what we're going to be doing next. So as we see now, the wiring has been connected. It's solid, strong, and this can now be connected to an outlet. Okay, can be connected to an outlet straight up. So that's how you do it. The wiring in there, you have all the colors, and you follow all the colors with the ground being green, and you have red, white, and black. Just follow the colors, everything matches up, and you should be set to go. Alright, so next step, I'm about to put in the socket to the wall. So this is the socket when it's open. So that closes up, it goes in there. Let's see. Hold on a second. Come on. There we go. So the cord already put together, it goes in that way. Oh, sorry. Flip it around, goes in that way into the socket. So I'm gonna be putting together the socket. I'm gonna place the socket on the wall. So I'm planning on putting it somewhere like here, okay? Putting it there on the wall, and then connecting it to the circuit, the breaker box. So what I'm set to do here right now is that I have my wire. I've cut open the wire using my blade cutter. So now that it's open, I'm going to strip the end of these wires from here to here. Okay, when I strip each of them, I'm then going to now put it under each of these screws here. So these screws are in these slots: 1, the second one, 2, 3, and 4. So this green one is for the ground, this white one is for the neutral. So the green one is for the ground, which is this the copper one wrapped with paper. The white one, this one here, is for this white wire, and then these two gold ones are for the live wires. That's the black and the red. The black and the red, any one of them can go to any of the gold ones. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing, and now we'll set up the socket, and I put the socket onto the wall. Alright, so I have everything all ready to be screwed down. So I'm gonna be screwing down these holding pins for the wires, each of them. So these pins, it's hard to do this with one hand. Oh my gosh. So these pins are what's gonna be holding down the wires. Okay, so basically I put this down, and then fucking impossible to do this with one hand. Screw that down, put the wires. I'll let you guys see when I'm done. Alright, so far I've tightened down the all the wires in the different spots. You can see the red went into one of the golden ones, the black one for the golden ones. The ground, which is covered by the brown paper, went into the green, and then the neutral, the white one, went into the white nut. So that's how it's been. Now I'm using the trying to hold this down with this, and once I hold this down, I'm gonna cover it, tidy things up, cover it, and put it onto the wall. So those are basically the steps. See how tight and snuggy it is. That's how it got to be done. All right, so see this final products here, all nice and clean. So now it's about time to close it. And yeah. So here is the final product. You know, I have the socket attached in there. And this is the wire, comes from the back. You can see the whole thing is working. If I turn it on, you can see it comes on. Works pretty fine. Not a problem. Pops up red. So I'm going to go down to the basement and show you guys how I connected this wiring even down to the basement. So that's how you set up your range at home, your electric range at home. Works totally fine.